So I'll show you what my competition feels like.
Alright, so make no judgment here. I'm a newbie here. But what we're asking him to do is to not go too easy on me, but also don't break me.
So I won't pin you, but I'll just show you what my competition setup will feel like.
So I noticed that you waited there with his arms, his hand open so you could do the over the top maneuver on me. Okay.
Move, ready, go. You got strong wrist flexion. Nice.
Oh, I felt him do that. That was sick.
You got, I'll tell you, man, your wrist flexion strong. I had to leave her to open up.
Man, I felt that. He's just moved my fucking wrist and I had nothing.
Like, honestly,
he didn't put me down, but he definitely could have. I know he definitely could have just then.
Honestly, I'm gonna give you props because for someone who does arm wrestle, normally I could just do that to take the risk. Your wrist flexion is good enough that I have to go. Hang on a second. Carry on, eh? I'm gonna do the dad move on you.
What's that? Oh no!
This is the dad move.
You're at a disadvantage there, is that right?
Majorly, yeah.
This is embarrassing. He's putting me on the pitch. Man. Did you see that? That is like, I'm sure the arm wrestlers out there would be laughing at me right now.
I just want to say Happy Mother's Day.
How's that? That's some karma. You know, I don't know if you see us post that. Yeah, I always do. For every father that doesn't live, Happy Father's Day, except for the dads that don't live. Happy Mother's Day to you. This is, and then people get butthurt.
Yeah.
And now you just got me. You just got me.
Comments around, eh? Alright, but legit, you feel freaking awesome, eh?
Thank you, man. Okay.
We'll swap you over to your left.
Alright.
Now, one thing I noticed, you use your hips really, really well.
Okay.
When you're dropping your hips under the table, and that's awesome. So
Alright.
that's exactly what we want to do. But you're starting with your hips a good few inches away from the table.
Yeah, I want to
closer.
I felt that I was bringing my feet back, and I remember you have that.
Yeah, so getting nice and close to the table.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. Now I'm just going to concede position and encourage you to go backwards and try go through.
So what I want to do is pull that in close.
Yep. Elbow a little bit more inside, so really secure it with your pec.
Yep. And then from here, keep it close and drop.
The closer you can bring your opponent to you, the weaker they're going to be. Arm wrestling is often more about taking your opponent where they are weak than it is about being strong yourself.
Yeah, okay.
So separate him from his power. You've got all this elbow room, you can drag your elbow way back there. Use those rear delts lats you got.
I see.
And then he's going to struggle to go sideways.
Okay.
Use that powerlifting strength. Drag back, that's it. Now be patient. Don't try to pin him. Make him have to get out. Just pause right there and look at him in the eye and say, what are you gonna do? Just relax and slow. Think about position, good.
That's good. Now come back this way.
He's bluffing.
This way like that?
Back. You're not gonna get through me sideways there yet. You wanna get higher up in my hand, climb into further above my wrist. Yep. Just like that.
Yeah,
not quite
yet. Stay there, drag
high my wrist and then drag.
Drag that elbow back, now Sebastian.
Now cut. There you go. There you go.
So I can't even celebrate that. I don't even let me win. But I'll thank you anyway. It's my first win in arm wrestling against an arm wrestler, even though he let me win.
He scared Larry too. He almost.
Yeah, right.
He scared Larry.
Okay, let's go through some of the techniques that you guys like to use and teach. What's something that I can use and my audience can use instantly to make them better at the pub?
Yeah.
At arm wrestling?
100%.
Anybody?
100%. For me, the go-to is be the man that has your knuckles up. In the pub, someone's gonna grip real casual. Usually the big cocky dude that thinks he's hot shit.
Yeah.
He's just gonna take a grip. If the person whose knuckles are horizontal, straight away,
Like that.
they don't have access to their bicep
Yeah.
already. So you've got the high ground. It's always good in a fight.
So that's an advantage to have my fists up like one
Whoever
up is
controls
up.
the high ground controls 2/3 of the technical options.
All right.
So straight away, high ground.
Yeah.
And then the next thing is, don't focus on going sideways. Just bend your wrist. If you have the high ground, bend your wrist, get tight. So in the tub, knuckles up, ready, go, bend your wrist, get tight. And then, yeah. And from here, this dude, so I'll arm wrestle from here. You'll see that it's impossible for me to top roll you.
Yeah.
You got the high ground.
Yeah.
If I go sideways, my leverage, I'm so open, my side pressure is going to suck.
Yeah.
So the key is, now you watch, I'll do it to you. I'll take the high ground.
Man, from here,
Yeah,
that feels so weak.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it? Like you can't do anything. So the most important fight, you can get it through subtlety. You don't have to be strong. You can just take it. Just get high, control their thumb. Think about when you bend your wrist, you want to be able to turn their thumb up.
Right.
So simple, knuckles up, bend your wrist, get tight. Yeah. And then they'll say, you used your body, that's cheating. And then you just say to them, well, you use yours.
Yeah, right.
And they'll go to use theirs, and they'll go,
They can't do shit.
they can't do shit. Then they'll say, you're not allowed to bend your wrist. And you say, well, you bend yours.
Well, that's the rules, right? So objectively, you are allowed to bend your wrist.
Absolutely, you are allowed to.
You are allowed to use your body.
And in fact, it is far safer if you do. If you don't bend your wrist, and if you don't use your body, it becomes this.
Yeah.
This is where you will.
That's where the injuries are.
You will break around doing that. Promise you.
So there was an arm break. The guy's name is Nathan Jones. He was in Strongman. I don't know if you've seen it.
Classic old footage.
It's real old footage. He's a massive bald guy, and super strong guy. And he was arm wrestling and just went snap.
Yeah, and he was in a. I think from memory, he was wrist gone, and he was in a press defense. So I'll go to that position. I'm good there. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. You top roll. So this position here. He's like this.
Yeah.
See how this is an advanced position.
Yeah.
This is unloaded on my humerus. Unless you know your connective tissue limits, do not ever go here.
Right.
This is.
So that's him trying to rest, hey?
Well, his opponent was strong enough to take his hand and wrist against his will, but he, by instinct, see, like you try to pin me now, I can still hold you up. So this is where Nathan was holding him up, like this. But as he's getting tired, he commits more shoulder.
Yeah.
And a surge and bang.
So you'll notice when we first went through with you, we were telling you keep this left shoulder forward.
So these are the techniques that I liked.
Yeah.
That I can't tell because I'm not going up against newbies here. I'm sure if I did, I'd probably see a pretty quick carryover. But those are the tips that you gave me, right? So let's go through it again.
So start with your feet position again, just like we were doing with the bench. Starts from the base.
Right arm first. So therefore, I put my right leg forward.
Yep, absolutely.
Hip against the table.
And wherever your toes are pointing, where you're going to have your power. So my toes are pointing directly forward, which means I'm going to be able to launch directly backward. If I want to go this way, my toes will point slightly this way, and I'll be able to launch.
Get you.
Right? So I'll get you to point your toes directly forward.
Yep.
So you're a little bit we'll get you a little bit more central on the table.
Squared.
So just come with me about this way. And then really tuck your elbow in with your pec. Yeah.
So.
And load your pronation. Pronation is a very valuable tool.
So we're not allowed to start like this.
Okay.
But we can do the exact same thing and go on the outside of our elbow.
I get you.
So it's the exact same position.
See the little trick.
See how you're now outside your chest?
Yeah.
Watch me. Inside my chest. You're currently out here.
Yeah.
So elbow, try to get your elbow in center line of your body.
That's better.
Yeah, now you're looking like an arm wrestler, but you're still defensive, so posture up a little bit more. Tuck in a bit more. A little bit more elbow tuck. Now we're looking like an arm wrestler.
Now it's feeling like an arm wrestler.
And so from here, just pop.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
So my job is to pull it pronate back to my face.
Wrist flexion. And
Okay.
You want to be above my wrist joint here.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's control right there. Now.
Oh man, I just lost so much strength. That was kryptonite. You just fed me some kryptonite. Yeah, good one.
Isn't it a weird experience?
It's so. It's embarrassing.
How strong you are as a human, relative.
I think I am.
In so many other walks of life, and yet it's like.
Whatever he wants, he can do. Whatever he wants, he can do to me now.
So Ryan did his heaviest bench today that he's
Yes.
ever done. So did I, and it was 60 kilos.
Yes. that's interesting.
So again, you'll notice your elbows migrated outside the body.
Yes.
It can be really hard just to keep that pec constantly engaged and keep that pronated. Yep, hips close to the table. And then you're gonna lat drag.
Imagine a chain from here to this shoulder. Don't let that chain break.
Yep.
Don't let that chain break. Don't let that chain break. Good.
Nice.
Keep that chain tight. Don't let it break. Good. It's broken. Keep it tight.
So you notice at the bottom of that movement, you start disconnecting from your bicep there. So just stop.
What do you mean by that's connecting?
So
my elbow opened up.
So
yeah, you open your own.
So that chain,
No good.
that chain that's tied from here to there.
Yes.
You snapped it. That
Right.
chain. Ideally, this gap will never change.
So I'm pushing this in.
No. So when you pivot from the hips, the distance between my left shoulder and my right wrist will never change.
Yep.
And if it does, like if I find that I feel like I'm winning, but this is opening up,
It's okay to open up as long as this guy's opening up more.
I see.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if your opponent's position is not open,
So should I pull?
Yeah, absolutely.
use all those
Always pull and then always drag.
and rise at the same time.
Yep.
Try and take his fingers good. Now just relax
Pause
there.
there.
When I say relax, put the onus on him to get out of there. Just maintain a defensive block.
So I
down.
feel that back here.
Still feet forward, and rocking back. Make him hold on to you. Think that if he let go, you'd fall over.
So if you're here, my wrist is back, so I've lost all the stability from my elbow. I can't.
The burn. The burn.
So let me show you how you'd finish from there. If that same position. So you got into here.
Yeah.
If you don't have the side press to finish, that's when advanced stuff you come up and use the tricep strength that you've got. But you have to separate him from his connection first.
Yeah.
Because if I stand up too early, he brings me back in and he's got control.
Sick.
You want to see a ready go, what it looks like?
Yeah.
At pace?
Yeah.
It's a ready
With
go.
the pros.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
We'll have a genuine ready go.
Yeah.
Oh, after that. May not look like I was suffering much, but yeah, it was adding up on my bicep.
What we'll do, we'll just go thumbs, hands, go.
Thumbs, hands go.
Keep it nice and simple.
What's up, bro?
Alright, so pretty
Where's the
much.
best angle for me as a spectator?
Probably over here with
Where the camera is.
Alright, open up, Ethan, open up. So, shoulders first, center table, little bit of wrist. So it's going to be thumbs, hands, go. Thumbs, hands, go.
Oh!
So we both look for a top roll then.
Yeah.
Off to the strap we go.
So that's the first slip, you have to strap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So, and whoever's got the,
So now, like in the strap, people start cheating. Well, it's not cheating, it's gamesmanship. Little millimeters matter.
Yeah.
Look at Ethan, he's climbing, he's looking for webbing height, he's running from me. But all these things, so Ethan with the longer arm, he's gonna look to top roll. I'm looking to just hold on and rip him sideways.
so Ethan's using his other hand.
Yeah.
The ref's on him.
Tighten the
The
strap.
ref will be, some refs will let him, will say,
Oh, really?
keep your hand on the pegs. We're nice here today. Okay, and he's got the buckle, so I was trying tighter, looser.
Tight of it.
Tighter.
Crank that up.
Okay,
So I want to be tied to this dude.
once that back pressure engaged.
I love this.
So same deal, thumbs, hands, go. Get the shoulders first, boys. Little bit Ryan's way, please. Okay, little bit of wrist, Ryan. Okay, thumbs, hands, go.
Jesus! Jesus!
It's all in the setup, especially
Oh
in that.
man!
Especially two top rolls.
Why does it get that easy? Seriously, you know how hard I tried? I was pushing it before.
Yeah, so Ethan was looking for a top roll. I just went with a neutral wrist. I just clamped and used side pressure, and you'll see his wrist buckled underneath the side pressure. Had I have dragged backwards because of his longer arm and bigger hand, I probably would have lost my wrist. And lost
Really?
leverage.
And then he's got the
We can
advantage.
probably just load up and show that.
Yeah, I'll top roll.
So it's better to not pull back with,
You gotta know-
with someone with long arms.
You got to know
Their
your
strengths.
biomechanical advantages relative to your opponent.
Yes.
It's super important. Super. You watch. I'm going to choose the wrong path this time.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go.
You might still be strong enough.
I might still be strong enough, but I'm going to top roll with a defensive nature. And that's going to be the worst thing I can possibly do. So I'm going to be pulling back like this.
Yeah.
You see, he's got the knuckle height that we're talking
Yeah.
about. All right, ready to go.
Yeah.
Still got that side pressure, Ethan.
They're fighting.
Yeah, Ryan's relying a lot on the strap.
Right.
He's using the strap.
You're allowed to, right?
So I've lost my wrist, but I'm in a king's move defense.
Nearly there.
Oh.
See the difference when you make a wrong decision technically?
Yeah, right.
I couldn't win from there, I couldn't. No matter what, I tried everything.
He could stop me, but you'll notice there as well, I was talking to you about disconnecting.
Yeah.
I could have there surged and hit.
Yeah.
And if I got to hit, he would have
risked-
pulled through me.
I would have been pulling like this then.
Right.
But instead, I felt where my limit was.
Yes.
And I stopped, and I just came up,
And
and I
then again.
just, and I was just patient with him.
You don't get
Right.
you don't chase the pin too easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's show him a hook wall.
Yeah.
So again, this one, when we go into the hook, it's more of a,
Sorry, the cameras are on, sorry.
there you go. So hook is arm on arm, a lot of shoulder commitment versus bicep strength.
Yeah.
And
Who's got the upper hand?
we're pretty even right now. Like Ethan has shoulder position,
Yeah.
but I have control of rotation.
Yeah.
So we've traded position. We didn't actually fight for center.
Yeah.
I just said, you can have it as long as I can have this.
I see.
And then for me, he's blocking his shoulder as I come through and rotate. And if he was to surge, I would defend with bicep. Well, I'm resting, he's looking for a top roll, he's gassing. Now he's triangulating with his bones so that if I surge, I can't drag.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to go through center.
Yeah.
He's trying to gas my forearm. Have to really rev up to get through.
I can't even pick like what part of your body you're...
So I used my elbow then.
Yeah.
And side pressure, because like I said, when he triangulated forward on me, I can no longer drag and rotate.
Yeah.
I had to just bully through center. And because he was already triangulated, see, he's inside his shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm way outside. Like if you drew a line from his shoulder to his fist, it's out there. My shoulder to my fist goes right into his body.
This is a lot of study.
So for me to get through there, I had to really fight an uphill battle to reverse him out of his shoulder.
And my defensive position there is
Yeah.
doing everything we tell newbies not to.
Yeah.
Is that?
He was putting his bones on the line.
Right.
Ryan,
We have to be
elbow.
more advanced to understand why you don't do it and what to
Yeah.
do from there.
Yeah.
And we can put a lot more force through our elbows than.
The newbies. You've developed that strength.
Yeah.
We left any shapes out?
Oh, we haven't done press or kings, but they're a bit.
Don't worry about that. Now I'll try to top roll you with high knuckles. And so he's cut off the top roll with a hook.
Yeah.
He's come forward and said, no, I'm not going to make it about hand and wrist. I'm gonna make it about arm. And see, he's isolated because my top roll was contained. I'm then out of position, no side pressure. So it's a lot of.
So when you play each other, you know exactly what each other's moves are.
Yeah.
You play chess around.
Ethan knows me really well too, so he can anticipate based on little feelings that he gets. Like for me against Ethan, I just have to rev up and go.
Right.
Because the dude with the longer arm, bigger hand has the control advantage.
Yeah.
The guy with the shorter arm has the power advantage.
Yeah.
So I just go.
How? Is that body? Or
That then I pinned him with predominantly my just common flexors and my elbow conditioning.
Yeah, right.
And my ability to not lose my hand. I didn't try to take hand, I just...
You need your left hooked up to do that, right?
Yeah.
How much force are you putting through your left arm?
It's just bracing. It's just,
You're not pushing.
Some moves you will push, but sometimes you'll just be touching with your fingertip. Depends, it's just positional core bracing.
Yeah.
Like all strength movements, whole body, breath held, braced. Yeah.
I love that. That didn't hurt my arm at all. Like it's fatigue
Yep.
and they'll fucking hard work,
Yeah.
but there's no pain. So when you're doing it right, you guys are letting me do it right. It's safe, hey?
Oh yeah.